You know what? I've been all right all 2025. But this morning, has decided to disturb my peace. So since people want to disturb my peace, I'm going to disturb everybody's peace myself. I cannot wait to put my album out because I'm going to violate I really didn't want to put my business out, but I'm going to put my business out in this album. You know what? Me, I told myself, right, that I'm going to let the Lord handle people and I'm not going to handle people because I could really ruin people's whole entire life today, tomorrow, every single day. My mouth could literally ruin people's lives. But you know what? I just know that God will handle them. They're just not handling these people as fast as I want them to. By the way, do you guys know that my kids didn't receive no Christmas gifts from somebody in particular? Because want to make it seem on social media like I was keeping my kids away from them. Like to make movies on social media, but purposely fly to New York to buy their kids gift. And guess how many gifts did they buy my kids? Zero. Zero. And then bullshit to you know what I noticed? Every single time that a mother something publicly to embarrass me, I noticed that they did that on purpose. Because I thought that he was gonna ruin my year. But I'm so strong, and it doesn't affect me anymore. That even after you try to ruin me by being spiteful towards me and my kids, I still got my little games that you do for spite. That shit doesn't bother me no more. What hurts me though, is be spiteful towards my kids. That shit really fucking pissing me the fuck. And then you know what else be pissing me off? You know what else really hurt? Really, really hurt me, y'all. And I really want to let y'all women lift them up when they're down. Lift them up when everybody turns their back on them. Pray for them before you pray for yourself. And then I'm gonna come bother your peace to tell you that you wasn't enough because you never listened. Oh, I wasn't enough because I never listened. Hmm. I wonder if everybody that ever turned their back on you and shit you were enough for you, but because they didn't listen, it wasn't enough. What a comedy. But you know what? God is so big. God is so I just know. And I didn't even wanted to do this. I didn't even wanted to do this, but I don't like that when I'm at peace, I'm gonna call me private over and 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 then do little behind the scene to piss me off. And then to piss me off and then play in my face and then play in my kid's face. You want to talk about, oh, you don't you haven't accepted the divorce because you're not gonna agree on my terms because you just want to see the kids. You want to see the kids. You just call your daughter for the first time this year, yesterday, your newborn. You love your kids so much and you bought them for Christmas, but you came to New York to buy your other kids gifts. But you ain't bought my kids on purpose to spite me. Mind you, we was cool. We was cool. You playing with me. I I ain't listen. I ain't listen after you and your mama robbed me. Yeah, you and your mom robbed me cold. Wipe my nose. So you stop playing with me. Ask a mother. What's today's date? Today's the 14th. Ask where the Christmas gifts at. Where the Christmas kids at? Where the Christmas gifts at? And you know what? I already know why. I already know. I didn't want her to do this because this is what a mother want. A mother could want me to go on social media to crash out so I could look crazy so that they could look like they don't bother. That was always their plan. That's why I've been quiet. But you're gonna stop with me and you're gonna sign these skin divorce papers, as nigga. And stop using my kids for an excuse. You're not gonna keep using my kids for an excuse. One more little thing, right? You know what else I realized? Because you know what else I realized? Why did somebody that I used to do so much for constantly, constantly hurt me so much? Constantly like to make me look crazy. And now I know why. You want to know why? Because this person told me that I was always competitive in the relationship. And I didn't understand that because how was I being competitive when all I did was support everything they used to put out? And matter of fact, I couldn't even, when they were going through something that artists go through, I couldn't even enjoy my own wins because I felt like he was going through something. And this is the realest somebody could ever do for you. I used to pray for this person before I pray for myself. And then the had the nerve to say that I was being competitive. So if you believe that I was being competitive, you know what that tells me? That you was competing with me and I didn't even realize it. That just goes to tell me that you was jealous of me. And that's sad because you're supposed to be my partner. And you told me that I was being competitive. And I'm like, wait, so tell me, how was I being competitive? And my said, when you posted my album, you said I'm next. And I'm like, I wasn't even trying to be competitive. That didn't even cross my mind. So that means that a mother was competing with me. Can you believe that? Can you believe that I had the enemy in my bed all along? I wasn't only competing with these bitches. I was competing with my nigga. And I didn't even fucking know. That's crazy. That's crazy. But you know what? That's fine. I will never get a bitch like me. Now, you don't got to worry about that because you will never on this status. Now that's why niggas that are below me, that are beneath me, they got to embarrass me publicly because they were competing with me. They couldn't take me. Now I see that mother was jealous of me all along. Like that statement right there told me that was hating and jealous of me all along. And I never even really realized that. I never even thought that that would be any type of reason. That's all I wanted to say. I'll probably tell you more later. A mom want me to crash out, I'm going to crash out. But I'm going to crash out the correct way. I'm going to look crazy today, but I'm going to speak my truth.
Y'all just heard from the horse's mouth, and it seems like Barclays and Offset has had the most toxic relationship, the most toxic celebrity relationship I have ever seen. And for some reason, I always knew that this show wouldn't last. I don't know. I've never had like bad thought or hated them, but just the way they settle conflicts and the way they handle situations. And back a few years ago when they
Offset
almost broke
was a
up,
chronic
just
cheat.
little
Like the
things like that
man
just made me
wouldn't
feel
just
like, yo,
stop
these two are not
cheating.
gonna last. Because
And
in as much as he loved cheating, he didn't want to leave Cardi. Like even right now, he's still not trying to sign the divorce papers, but he still wants to cheat. Like he still wants to do all of the things he's doing outside of his marriage. And also something I find very dumb that men do sometimes is you just treating your children bad because you want to get back at the mom. Like, how are you going to be
the
treating someone else
relationship that you
bad to
have with
get
their
back at
mom,
someone else?
even if that
Like
relationship is
that is really
sour,
your
you
blood, that
shouldn't be
is really your
transferring
flesh and blood.
those
So
aggressions
and those anger and those toxic energy to your children, because like it makes no sense, right? So yeah, y'all can tell me what you think about topic in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate the love and support, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Mwah.